Happy Monday, my beautiful muffin pants. I love you guys. We're in the middle of Capricorn going into Aquarius. We just got off our VIP call and I made this for them, and I just wanted to kind of recap the energy that we're in now and how you can prepare for moving into Aquarius. I want to preface all of this by saying, just because a project feels really hard and complicated and you're facing setbacks doesn't mean you can't do it. It is proof that your vessel is expanding. You don't know how to do the things until you do them. So you got this. All right. So right now we're in the energy of Capricorn, which is the architect. It's one of the 3 dark months, but just like the opponent in Kabbalah or Satan, it's really a positive force disguised as a negative force. And the same is true for Capricorn. It might seem dark and fucking cold, but that doesn't mean there's not a lot of light here waiting to be revealed. So we're not just grinding right now, we're building the vessel, we're laying the groundwork, we're building the foundation so that we can hold all the cool shit we're gonna manifest in 2026. Because you can't hold the abundance without a cup. We're building the cup because Aquarius is the cup bearer. All right. So the shadow this month is really control, trying to force things into submission. You can get really rigid and cold about what things need to be certain ways, believing that you're the only one who can do this. And so it could result in micromanaging or just trying to control every little detail. We want to counteract Capricorn's ruled by Saturn. We want to counteract that with sharing and humility. We all have this desire to receive, and that's good in that it propels us forward, but it's important that we're not being driven to our desire to receive for the self alone. We're all here because we're light workers. We're changing the frequency of the planet. You're bringing a lot of goodness to the world, so don't lose sight of that. Yes, I want to receive, but it's not just for me. It's not just about me. I'm building a movement here. The truth is, source is the light. All we want to do is be channels for the abundance. Your clients, content, job, boss are never the ones paying you. They are just vessels. Just like when your clients come to you, you're not looking for them to come to you to be the guru to save them because you have all the answers. You want to be a vessel for the creator as well. So it works both ways. Your abilities and skills and capacity right now are the blessings, but you are the vessel. You're the vessel. So as we move from Capricorn into Aquarius, which Capricorn builds the walls of the vessel, and then Aquarius brings the water in. So we're moving from me, which is isolation, towards we. And the energy we're moving in towards is innovation, disruption, infinite fucking expansion. Aquarius doesn't play by the rules. We create our own rules. I know because my North Node's in Aquarius. So much expansion and light waiting to be revealed. And you guys hear me talk about this bucket all the time, and I'm still going to talk about it. You can't catch all of the incredible water and abundance from Aquarius without a vessel to hold it. If you try, it's the same thing. It's like if you tried to plug directly your finger into a light socket, it would blow you up. You need a vessel to hold the electricity. So is your business structure a container for growth, or is it a cage blocking it in? We're building the systems, and know that you can give, and you might not see the results right away. You don't want to be attached to any one person or container or offer being the ones paying you. Understand that the more you give, the more you will get. It'll be disproportionate. It's not a 1-for-1 ratio. I give this, I get this. Know that if you continue to give and using generosity as a growth strategy and giving value in advance, the law of reciprocity dictates the fact that you will receive even more than what is given. Your job is to create the space for that. So right now we want to finalize the wiring, the SOPs, creating the systems. Look at the things that are taking you the longest and ask yourself, if you just take 5 minutes to look at the projects and the tasks that take you the most time on a daily, weekly basis and creating some kind of synergy or system around it. For example, I really slacked on TikTok over the holidays. Everyone's like, you work too much, Amanda. And I was working on the background. I wasn't on TikTok. And I knew that I needed to get back on TikTok. And so what I decided to do to find synergy is I was like, oh, well, I'm going to create a 30-day TikTok challenge for me because I need to do this. But if I just took a little bit more forethought and took a few more, like laid some extra groundwork in advance, I could turn this into a little mini course offering and then provide this for my people. So that's what I'm doing. So that's an example. Like try to find synergy between and systems around things that you're going to be doing anyways. How can you make it work multiple different ways? That's our job because we're magicians here, okay? And let's do a me to we audit. So this is it's using my south and north node here as an example, but your south node is going to be where you're more me. That's your comfort zone. And how can we move from the shadow of our south node into the light of our north node? This is the direction we're going. So you can talk to ChatGPT about this and just say, hey, my north node is in blank. My south node is this. Help me do a me to we audit. True spiritual leadership is being a part of the community, not just hovering above it. We're here to be role models and get paid to become the version of you that you wanted to become anyways. It's pretty dope. And this is something I'm doing every week on the Monday calls. It's really helpful. This is, and I'll give you the slides to this too. It's guaranteed quantum leap. It's got 100% success rate. 4 steps to guarantee a breakthrough. So before you fill this out, what I invite you to do is look back at the past week or past couple weeks, like the year to date, and just ask yourself, what's gone well? What's been going well? The second thing is, what could have gone better? Not to beat yourself up or anything, but what could have gone better? And then the third one is, okay, so with that in mind, what is my intention for this week? Or where do I still feel stuck? So you want to kind of reflect on that ahead of time. And then with that in mind, you take a piece of paper. We just did this, so I'll show you mine. You want to take a piece of paper and you're going to divide it into 4 quadrants. You can ignore my messy handwriting. And in the first quadrant is your spiritual work. Spiritual work. Let me close this so you can see the other one. Is it this one? Spiritual work means instead of where am I being reactive? This is when you are uncomfortable, when you're facing a challenge, what is your default coping mechanism? Is it doom scrolling, eating, shopping, watching Netflix, beating yourself up? And we want to be proactive instead. So examples would be just like filming the content, leaning into the discomfort, knowing that pain is a vessel and it is a sign that you are expanding. Pain has an intelligence. We do not change when everything is comfortable. We change when things are falling apart. The more pain you're in, the more light is waiting to be revealed. So the spiritual work is leaning into that, okay? So we want to do 100% spiritual work. That's in our first quadrant. So ask yourself, what is the spiritual work that you commit to this week? Then in our second quadrant is our physical work. What is the 100% physical work? This is suffocating the system. 99% of your abundance is created in the spiritual realm. That's where it's created. But that doesn't mean we don't have to still take that 1% of aligned action. You could do all these other quadrants right, but if you're not doing your part, nothing will come of it because we came here to have a 3D experience. So what is the physical work that you commit to this week? Mine was making this TikTok challenge. I'm building out an A to Z resource library inside Spiritual Business School. I built this daily self-management tracker here. I just built this, which is so cool. So like every day I'm going to have my brain dump, leaning into my higher self. Like I literally just made this because I was like, I have to, what didn't go well last week is I just feel like I have so much work and I need a way to keep track of everything I'm supposed to be doing. Then the fourth quadrant is certainty. How can you lean into certainty beyond logic? Like 100% certainty. And then the fourth one is prayer, because you're never in this alone. It is never just you. You can always ask for help. And in fact, the more you involve the creator, source, God, universe, whatever you want to call it, into the process, the faster this is going to go. Before I record a video or sit down to like make something, I'm like, let me just be a channel. Let me just be a channel. My prayer, my daily prayer is pretty much this. Help me see clearly, act with purpose, receive your light with gratitude. I am connected. I am clear. I am now receiving divine light. Creator, help me be a channel. And the throat is the only manifestation center in the body graph. Kabbalah is a part of human design. And so prayer is best when it's spoken out loud. I want us all to get into the habit. And I do this sometimes and I fall back on it, but I'll get in the habit of like speaking aloud, voicing your process out loud, voicing your prayers out loud. That's really how you involve the creator in the process. That's how it can come through. I'm going to share those slides with you, and then I just want to go back to here to make sure I didn't forget anything. Okay, so just to recap, respect the discipline. We're not trying to skip the work of Capricorn right now. Also, like melting the rigidity. So sharing your process. You don't have to have like firm, this is how everything has to go. Share your process, ask for help, build the skills, lean into the pain. Know that right now you're building the bucket, you're building the foundation. Just because it's hard doesn't mean you can't do it, doesn't mean it's not meant for you. And look at yourself, your me to we audit. So moving from feeling like you gotta be the star of the show, it's all about me, into we. Right now we're building the walls so that you can eventually tear them down for infinite fucking expansion. That's literally your only job. So let me know how this goes for you. I just wanted to share this with you, and I'll share the links to both of these underneath the video. Mwah.